Hey, how's it going? 2Base here. In today's video, we're going to take a look back on the series Robot Jones, and we're going to see can we uncover what actually happened to it. So without any more stalling, let's roll the intro. Robot Jones was a series that came out in the early 2000s, around 2002. This show centers around a robot boy collecting data on humans by attending a middle school. This show had a pretty short run, only lasting a year and 2 seasons, with the final episode airing around November 2003. What really made this show stood out was the fact that it used cell animation despite the fact that most shows around that time was using digital. You know, when I first started watching Robot Jones, I remember him having a more robotic voice, and then later on his voice changed to be more human for some reason. Apparently his old voice was created by using the text-to-speech function in Microsoft Word 98. Looking at the information I could find, the reason for the voice changes is because the executives didn't really like the original Robot Jones voice. So that's when Bobby Block stepped in to voice Robot Jones in later episodes, even redubbing over older episodes.
Hey, robot?
The solution is simple.
Oh yeah? Well, why don't you solve it then?
No, my assignment is to study human competition. I will not waste my time on this simple toy.
I guess my tests are too easy for the robot, huh? Next you're gonna tell us that you think that you're smarter than the teacher.
I'm a robot and cannot think in the conventional sense. However, I know that I am smarter than you because it is a fact.
This show is set in the futuristic version of the 80s where robots are kind of a common thing. Robot Jones was created by Greg Miller. Greg Miller was one of the storyboarders for Dexter Laboratory, and at that time Cartoon Network was looking for more new shows to be made. Originally Greg had an idea about pirates, but according to him, Cartoon Network had a no pirate rule at that time. But the Cartoon Network producers did think Greg Miller's ideas were funny, so they let him make another pitch. This time was about a small robot who grew up to conquer humanity. The original title was Whatever Happened to Robot Baby. The executives liked the pitch of the show, so they made a pilot out of this premise by having an event called the Bed Pit Weekend. Robot Jones came in second place with 23%, losing to Billy and Manny that came in first place with 57%, but beat Long Hair and Double Dome, which came in third place with 20%. Even though Robot Jones lost, it still got picked up for 2 seasons. Essentially, the series started out pretty okay. Some people were kind of iffy about Robot Jones' original text-to-speech voice, but by the time Bobby Block came in to voice Robot Jones, the show was already starting to lose the traction it already had. It also didn't help that by the time season 2 started, Greg Miller had left the show. I tried to find more information on why he decided to leave. Apparently it was because of time slot changes, but I couldn't find any confirmation on this. Only that Robot Jones' time slot went from 9:30 at night to 10:30 at night, with the intro episode of Grim and Evil taking over Robot Jones' original time slot. But more than likely, if someone asked him why he left the show, the answer probably would have been creative differences, or whatever meme response someone normally gives when they work in the industry. But during season 2, the series barely had any promotion when new episodes premiered. Eventually, Robot Jones didn't really premiere that much, maybe a couple reruns here and there, until eventually episodes just stopped airing altogether. Even though the show didn't really last that long, surprisingly, it got away with a lot of stuff like the Hitler principle and that gym teacher scene.
For your own good, I am gonna get you wet, Jones. One way or another.
Name.
Robot Jones.
Mission.
To collect data on humans.
Together, we'll rule the school.
Name.
The Yardman Twins.
Mission.
To destroy Robot Jones.
Name.
Shannon Westerberg.
Mission.
To break Robot Jones's heart.
Name.
Principal Madman.
Mission.
To keep Robot Jones down. Your mission, watch Whatever Happened to Robot Jones. Premieres Friday at 9:30 on Cartoon Network.
After leaving Robot Jones, Greg Miller spent some of his time writing episodes for other shows like SpongeBob, doing background animation for a couple of episodes for Pan Zero Part-Time Hero, and directed The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. In a Facebook interview, Greg Miller was asked would he ever revive Robot Jones. He said he would, but it's up to Cartoon Network since they own the rights. The one question that really stood out to me was when the interviewer asked what Robot Jones is up to right now. And it's confirmed by Greg Miller that Robot Jones is an alternative version of the 90s right now getting ready to attack the human race. So what did really happen to Robot Jones? Well, he became the leader of a robot army that's trying to eliminate the human race.
Really, nigga?
So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on. This particular series I wanted to do for a while now, but I kept putting it off. And I decided, hey, I might as well get the ball rolling by doing a video on Robot Jones. Also, if you like any topics you want me to tackle in the future, let me know by putting it down in the comments, and I'll get to it eventually. Until next time, see you.